Hey everyone, it's Jeremy McDonald, your favorite local mortgage expert, coming to you today on the Mortgage 101 series. So today we're going to talk about the documentation that we need for pre-approval and then also to get you approved and closed on your purchase. So over the past really decade, the amount of documentation that is needed has increased, largely because of the meltdown, back in 2008 and on. So back then when I got into the mortgage industry in 2003, very interesting. You could tell me how much money you made, have horrible credit, and not verify any assets and get a home. So obviously that was a recipe for disaster, and that has caused the government and the agencies to tighten up and be a little bit more strict on what documents are needed. So if you are a W-2 employee, so that means you're not self-employed, you're not 1099, you're a W-2 employee, we're going to need to get your most recent 30 days pay stubs as well as your W-2s from the past 2 years, and we're always going to need a driver's license. We're also going to need your most recent asset statement. So when we say asset statement, we mean things like your checking account, your savings account, 401k, IRA, brokerage accounts, those type of accounts that would have the money that would be needed for your down payment and closing costs or your reserves on the mortgage. In addition to that, if you are not a permanent US citizen, we would need your resident card or visas to be able to prove that you're eligible for a mortgage. If you have child support that you pay or receive, we would need official court orders documentation and proof that that's being received. We could possibly need divorce documents depending on what happened with that. So during the way, there's definitely some different, items that we're going to need. If you had a bankruptcy, we would need to get the discharge paperwork for that. So once we get into your application, know exactly your situation, we'll reach out to you and let you know exactly the documents that we will need. But if you're a W-2 employee, you're going to plan on those pay stubs and W-2s. Now, if you're 1099 or self-employed, then you're self-employed. So we will need your past 2 years full tax returns, both personal and business, if you file 2 of them, in addition to your most recent month-end, year-to-date profit and loss sheet. So that doesn't have to be audited by your CPA. If you're not going to have it audited by your CPA, we would need 3 months bank statements just to kind of verify that the income on your profit and loss is being matched up with what's going into that account. So if you have any questions at all about this, please let me know. Thanks for tuning in for this video. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.